So hi, um, I'm back for now. Eh, Okay, so I'm sure that there are some people who might be wondering, maybe, gee, it would be nice to think so. Where I've been since March. Um, Basically a little recap is that I've been here. I've been here. We weren't allowed to go out of the house, right? So I never left. But that's been the problem too, is that my daughter also didn't get to leave in March, mid March. She was done with school. They called it off. She was done. It was going to be a long summer. We didn't know when she was going to start back up. So we had stuff. Had to go and get stuff from her school so that she could continue education here at home. And thankfully, in August, 2 days after her birthday, on August 19th, she got to go back to school. We live in a tiny town of like 5,000 ish people. And sorry, I needed to. I don't know if you heard that. And I'm sorry if it makes some of you a little weird, but I needed to crack my neck. Anyway, um, so around, because we have such a tiny population and nobody ever leaves, and it's basically the numbers for the plague have been less than 30 this whole time. Um, it was just, we were precautious, taking precautions. We were doing the thing because everybody else was doing the thing. And I was so happy that she was able to go back to school. And then, of course, we had a little scare whenever she went back a couple of weeks after, because it's the end of September now. So a couple of weeks after she started, apparently the old folks home that's about half hour away, but still in the same county, um, decided to bring in somebody that had plague and infected the whole thing, the whole old folks home, and drove up the numbers. So I think that the highest that we've been is 22, maybe. Either way, it's yeah. So that's where we've been. Things are starting to open up here. Uh, Went to a sushi place this weekend, or last weekend rather, and they have it's Kura revolving sushi thing. So of course you have the conveyor belt that like does all the sushi stuff. And they actually have it running again, which is great. So it's not just like made to order where you hit the computer screen and they make it for you. It actually, like, the revolver thing moves now. It's great. So you have to fight in order to get your sushi. It comes in a little cloth thing. You have to jiggle the thing to open it up. It was a mess. So anyway, um, figured that I would get on here and do some, like, come back during Preptober, right? Because that's a good time to come back. I was on. I keep looking over here because I'm watching Kate Kavanaugh on Twitch, which is awesome. I'm so glad that she's on Twitch now. Hold on, let me take you so that you can see. This is part of my room, by the way. But yeah, she's on there. I'm so excited. She's still kind of working out the kinks. I do not know if she'll be doing that. Okay, cool. I do not know if she'll be doing that for all of Preptober and NaNo, but hey. So, yeah, I've been here, as you can tell, because from previous videos you haven't seen this part of the room. I switched so that the window is now in front of me, so that's why you're seeing light. Is because the window's right here. Because I know that whenever it was behind me, it was kind of a pain to look at stuff, and I also sort of was seeing other author tubers, other people that I follow, that I'm friends with, I guess you could say that, that have windows that are right in front of them. So I have this gap right here where I can I can see outside if I so wish. So now I can look and see whenever the mail person comes. That's about all I got. Tiny town. It happens. So anyway, Preptober. How is everybody doing for Preptober? Are you prepping? Are you just not? Are you just here because you were like, holy shit, she's back. She's alive. Amazing. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I have her on mute, so I'm trying not to get too distracted. Preptober. I am going to be. Where is? Hold on. Try not to get any glare. That's what I have. Because I can't see. Okay. Hopefully it's not backwards whenever I do this. But yeah, I printed this back out, and I printed out the thing. I printed it out too big. Ugh. But either way, I printed it out, and it did not shake the thing. And I have another notebook. I haven't read any of People's Princess since February, March. So that's what I'm going to be doing for Preptober, is editing. I'm going to read through it again and edit it. Edit that yawn out. Edited. Yep. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And am I going to be doing anything new? I had thought about it. And the problem is that I wanted to do this. Is it a new thing? Is it a thing that's been around for a while, that's getting more popular? But I wanted to do, it's called a serial novel thing. Okay, so you know how, like how shows are, where you have episodes? That's kind of what it is. Every week, every 2 weeks, whatever, you have a chunk of the story that comes out, and it's just every week, every 2 weeks, and it's basically for self-published people. I totally forgot the word. For self-published people that would like to get a name for themselves. Now the problem is that what I want to write, and it's called Violent Blue, and I'm not going to share too much of it because it was basically like it's a mess. It's a nice thought, but I'm not sure if it's going to go anywhere, and by the time that I actually start getting it all down and writing, sorry, I have a streak of light. It's a mess. Anyway, but I'm not sure what's going to happen once I get all that done and out on paper so that I have a thought about it and start writing it down. I'm not even sure where to begin. Yawn edit number 2. But yeah, I'm not even sure where to begin on any of it. I don't know what tense that I want it. I don't anything. All I know is that it was in my head and it needs to get out. It's just been sort of like plunking around in there, and it's a great idea, but I'm just not sure how I feel about it. I might like it, and then our serial's gonna be gone or not as popular by the time that I actually get it out, because in my head, doing the timeline, it spans like 50 plus years. There's a lot of information stuff because it's sci-fi. It's kind of, it's not really scary, I mean, but nor does it mess with your head. It's just kind of sci-fi-ish, and it lasts 50 years because of the science and the steps that science takes in order to get the end result. I think we're gonna go with that. That sounds good. So we'll see how, like, People's Princess is my first. Just it's my first. I need to work on that, and then I know that whenever I start getting bored, so if I get like some chapters done, and then I start like drifting off ADD butterflies, then I will go to Violent Blue, and we'll see how that works. Also, I have a thing to start making cards for the end of the year, so that'll also be my Preptober, because personally, while I think of Preptober like writing and stuff like that, you're prepping. Are you prepping for the holidays? I mean, it's just Preptober and NaNoWriMo, so to go hand in hand. But yeah. So I'll be here, and the idea is to update every week. Well, okay, is to update every week on what on how I'm doing. There are 37 chapters in here. Yeah, it's not all that big. I have this at 12-point font. I totally messed that up. I should have made it smaller, but I have like 147 pages. And then I also last year I won NaNoWriMo yawn edit number 3. It's only whenever I talk. Why is it just like lack of air or something? Anyway, I won NaNoWriMo last year by scrambling together Project Princess or People's Princess number 2. And then I didn't do anything with it after that. I remember what was going on. I remember a couple of scenes because I asked if it was a little too much. It's still kind of geared towards older, not really older teens, but like mid-teens. And yeah, yay hormones, you know. And I'm just leave it at that. It's not yeah. So I had to ask if some of those scenes were all right, but other than that, I haven't read it at all. I haven't touched it. I haven't made the ending, and that's basically because I got to a point in the second one where I don't know why my main character's even there. And that was the stopping point. Like, I hit the air brakes. It was bad. There was screeching involved. I don't know if it was from me or from the brakes. It was probably both. But yeah, so I had a big old plot hole in the first one, and I got to figure out how it works, because she can't have everything that she wants. That makes no sense. And it turned out that it was very much a, hey, we're gonna just plop you in here, and oh, you don't want this? Okay, well then you can go do whatever you want, because at this point you're a princess. It's just, I can't do that, because I don't know what it feels like to have everything handed to me, so why should my character have everything handed to her, you know? Yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. Will I be a nano rebel and just keep editing? Probably. I really want to get it done. I wanted to get it done by February this year. I want to get a lot of stuff done. That's the other thing too. Okay, so I will hopefully by the end of NaNoWriMo have a website up for my projects. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Either way, I'm happy that I got my desk moved. I'm happy that Kate's doing twitchy things on Twitch. So happy about that. And I'm slowly getting back into the writing AuthorTube community. My mom's gonna look at this and realize that my nails are shorter. I bit my nails off because we were moving stuff, and I broke one of them because it was too thin. So just in case you're wondering. So yeah, I'm working on putting my office back together because it's still a bit of a mess. We moved this yesterday, so I'm trying to get everything organized. I am a lot happier with this. Yeah. So anyway, before this gets too long, that was my update. I'm back for now. I don't see the plague getting such, I don't see the plague numbers going up. Um, so in my head, I think that means that my daughter will be in school for the usual time, which will be nice because I need to get this stuff done. I've also been, walking the dog and working out, and I have the 7 hours that I have is so nice, and it needs to stay like that. She didn't even have like swimming stuff in June. That's how bad it was. Bad. I have my own opinions. We're just gonna. So yeah, I have a planner video up that I put that was really quick that I'll link up here, and I'll also continue to do like the happy planner stuff. So I'll just be picking up where I left off. I'm not sure about getting back into the productivity streams, the writing streams, because there are so many people that are still into it, that are still doing it, that haven't stepped away like I have. So, and it's not something that I want to cancel again. I felt really bad for doing that, and I don't want to do it again. So I think that I'll just be sneaking into other people's streams. I think that sounds good. Yep, that sounds good. So anyway, um, that was my update. I have to edit those 3 yawns out. Almost 4. I now have to edit 4 yawns out. I don't know why I always do that whenever I'm talking. Especially on here. It's just never changed. And I have more adult things to... Not adult things. I'm doing chores today. I've worked out. I've done the stuff. Now I'm doing chores. I just figured that I'd sit here and update so that way I can pump this out on Wednesday. So yeah. I hope that you guys are having an awesome week. Tomorrow starts Preptober. Are you ready? Are you not? Are you screaming inside? Have you been screaming inside since the beginning of this year? Are you registered to vote? What are other things that are really obnoxious? How many times has the census person come around to your door? If you hear new normal again, are you gonna scream? Yeah. Anyway, I'm done before it gets too sarcastic and horrible. So I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bye.